Hey guys, this is FIDE Master Viktor Neustroyev, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 5 things or facts that you probably didn't know about chess. I'm sure you'll find them interesting, and what is more important, a knowledge of them can help you in OTB games. Enjoy this video and watch it up to the very end, because with the last thing I'm going to show a really beautiful combination applied by Garry Kasparov in his game against Anatoly Karpov. Okay, this is FIDE Master Viktor Neustroyev and 5 things you didn't know about chess. Facts about bishops. A bishop, I think, is the most contradictory piece. First, let's go back to chess history and discuss what we know about this piece. Before chess were invented, there was a similar game. The game was called Shatranj, and the bishop there wasn't a bishop at all. It was elephant with 2 tusks. The bishop moved diagonally and could jump over a piece. So the bishop could move only in 2 squares, like that, for example, or like that. 2 squares, and it can jump over our or enemy pieces. Chess came to Europe when Arabians occupied Spain. They depict an elephant like this. It was divided into 2 parts, what probably means 2 tusks of an elephant. But people of Europe, after looking at this piece, decided to call it in a different way. Depends on what came to their mind. French people call it crazy, what means fool. In German it's a runner or messenger. In Ukraine and Bulgaria it's an officer. In Russia it's still an elephant. But English, Spanish and Italian players consider this piece to be a bishop. That's why this name is widespread. Illegal move. Of course, you can't play an illegal move in online chess, but you can make it in OTB game. I'm a FIDE master and sometimes I also played illegal moves. Let me explain. One thing that you should definitely know. If you're under the check, so please look at this position, white queen played to c4, the king is under a check, and if you, as black, didn't notice this check, but decided to do something, let's say something with your queen, so queen b6 probably, with the idea to put some pressure on d4, then you pushed the clock. This move is now considered to be illegal, and now the arbiter takes the move back and asks you to make a legal move with the same piece that you touched, with that queen. So, and then you are likely to lose the game, because the only legal move is queen d5 that blunders the queen, and this is how you may lose the queen and then the game. So this is a very important. Let's assume the queen is there and white delivered the check on c4, and then you decided to play queen b6 from d8 to put some pressure. Then there is no legal defense for this check with your queen, and if so, you can make any move you want, for example king h8. Okay, please remember about this when you make a move or when someone gives you a check. Draw after 75 moves. I'm sure you know about 50 moves rule, when one of the players can claim a draw, but what if nobody wants to claim a draw? For example, in this position. White is playing for victory, black can play for victory. Of course, we understand that this is a draw, but let's assume that every player wants to win in this game. Will the game last forever? No, because then 75 moves rule can be applied. This is one of the newest chess rules adopted in 2016, so the rule sounds like that. Any series of at least 75 moves have been made by each player without the movement of any pawn and without capture will be considered a draw and fixed by the arbiter. Of course, if the last move resulted in a checkmate, that shall take precedence. So, for example, we played 74 moves, and the last move that white played was rook g8. What is a checkmate? And here the arbiter can't fix a draw because the checkmate is on the board. White wins. Five-fold repetition. There are 5 reasons why a chess game may end in a draw, and I'm sure you know about threefold repetition rule. The rule states that if the same position is repeated 3 times and no progress is made, you or your opponent can claim a draw. So it's very simple, just have to keep an eye on it. But again, what if none of the players want to claim a draw, but plays for a victory? Well, sometimes there are such cases. For example, look at this position. Here white is threatening with a checkmate on b7, but it's black to move, and looks like there is nothing better for black but to repeat queen f2 and queen f3 checks. And white can't really do anything to escape. And if the same position repeats 5 times but none of the players claim the draw, then the arbiter may fix a draw. However, the keyword here is may. He may enjoy this repetition and get some fun from it and even allow the players to continue. But of course, he may stop the game and consider it in a draw. So remember about 5 times repetition. When you play online chess, you can claim a draw after 3 times repetition. But in OTB games, if nobody claimed, the arbiter can fix it after 5 times repetition. Pawn promotion. By the first glance, nothing can be easier than a pawn promotion. You just move your pawn to the 1st or to the 8th rank and then put your piece instead of this pawn. However, in OTB games, you can experience some problems. Let me illustrate it by the game that was played between Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov in 1993 in Linares. In this position, it's black to move, and Garry Kasparov was playing with black pieces. And here he takes the rook with his pawn, and then he said queen. He noticed there is no queen near the board, and that's why he just said queen. He had a few seconds left, and here he decided to leave the pawn on the board, but to press the clock. And then Anatoly Karpov stopped the clock and called the arbiter to consider this move to be an illegal move. And he was absolutely right. This move is illegal, and 2 minutes were added to his clock, but unfortunately for him, it didn't help. He lost that game. Why? Then he took, and Garry Kasparov played knight dc5, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, check, king goes to c2, and after knight f2, Anatoly Karpov resigned. Why? If, for example, now he moves the rook, doesn't really matter where to, then bishop f5 check is played. Of course, he may lose a piece by playing bishop d3, but it will be a blunder. He has only 2 moves, king c1 or king b2. If he does king b2, then we have knight d1 check. If king goes either to c1 or a1, we take on b3, and this is a checkmate. If in this position, instead of b2, he goes to c1, then first we capture on b3 with a check. King has only 1 spot, this move. Wait, actually, we don't need this move. We just check on d1 with our rook, and after king goes to b2, we just take this knight, and this is a checkmate. Okay, let's now go back to the original position. Okay. Nowadays, if there is no second queen near the board, you can pause the clock, call the arbiter, and claim it. Same thing happened with me, and what did I do in that game? So I instead of moving the pawn to the 1st rank, I paused the clock, said I'm looking for a queen, then went to another table and took the queen that was there and put it instead of my pawn. Or you can call the arbiter and ask him to bring the queen to you if you need a queen, or maybe you need another piece. In this video you learned 5 new things about chess games. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends chess players. If you have ever faced with any unusual rules of chess or any weird situations in chess games, please share them into the comment section below this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I prepared another one for you. The one that will help to decrease the number of blunders and improve your ability to calculate lines properly, and be able to visualize the position even after 7 to 10 moves. I highly recommend you to watch my most popular video on the screen next about chess visualization. Okay, enjoy my ultimate guide to improve your chess visualization, and I'll see you there in a moment.